In this video, we're going to take a look at complex fractions. And there's really a couple of different ways you can go about this. Now, the first way is you can simplify the denominator and the numerator separately. And so in this first example, that's what I'm going to use. And the way that I tend to do this, because I have to keep track of it, otherwise I lose myself. And so I circle the numerator and I label it 1. And then I'll circle the denominator and I'll label it 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify 1 and 2. And so I'll come over here on the side of the paper and I'll say, okay, number 1 here. 4 plus 2 over x, and now I'm going to combine those as fractions. And so I'm going to multiply 4, top and bottom, by x divided by x. So I get 4x plus 2 over x. Okay, and so that's 1. That's a single fraction. And so I'm going to do the same exact thing with number 2. It just may turn out differently as far as the way it looks, but the idea is still the same. So I take 2 minus 5 divided by x squared. Now x squared is the common denominator, and so multiply top and bottom by x squared over on the 2 side of things. And so I have 2x squared minus 5. 2x squared minus 5 on the top, and on the bottom I get x squared. Alright, so now this is number 2. I'm keeping the same color here just to kind of show you that this is how I do it on pencil, because I use pencil if I'm working on paper, very typically, if I'm doing it. If I'm showing students, it's in pen, and colored pen at that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 and 2, and I'm going to put them right back into this situation right here. But I'm going to put in their single fraction counterparts. And so it's really going to look like 4x plus 2 divided by x, all divided by 2x squared minus 5 divided by x squared. And then I can, since I have a fraction divided by a fraction, I invert and multiply. So this is going to give me 4x plus 2 divided by x times x squared over 2x squared minus 5. And again, I always try to do, whenever I can, if I'm multiplying here, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to simplify before I actually multiply, and this is to keep my sanity. 1x on the bottom cancels with 1x on the top, and I'm left with x times 4x plus 2 divided by 2x squared minus 5. And then there might be somebody, whoa, wait a minute, Phil, wait a minute. Look at the top, you can pull out a 2. Yes, you can. It's not required since it can't cancel with anything, but you can certainly do that. And so while this is a perfectly acceptable answer, I would also accept 2x times the quantity 2x plus 1, all divided by 2x squared minus 5. And some of you may be looking at this and going, whoa, 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 you can cancel a 2x on top and bottom. Be careful. You cannot cancel across addition and subtraction. And since I have a subtraction down there on the bottom, I can't do it. Be careful. You can only cancel factors, not terms. It's a whole nother issue. We'll look at that later.